Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lionesses to tell their own story. This is the lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use I as an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the powers to chant. Jah give her the powers to chant. Rastafari, the lion's voice.
That information.
Greatest time ever, yo, because one, I think that you don't have to have the filter. You don't have to work somewhere where you're so limited in regards to what you want.
Yeah.
You can interview anybody you want to interview.
Yeah.
And you can touch any topic you want to touch, right?
Yeah.
And also, like, you have the direct to consumer, even though YouTube is a medium, and people like have this idea, right? They say, oh, YouTube's not your own thing, but the amount of money you have to pay on servers and everything else to have your own platform that can take in that amount of traffic for people to watch it.
People don't understand.
They don't understand that part. So, like, yes, YouTube takes a percentage, but you don't have to do any of that stuff. You get what I'm saying? You're not worried about any type of technological breakdowns or upgrades or anything on the platform. You know, so it's like, but yeah, it's definitely a great time. I see it as the new media. I don't think people are visualizing it as they should. I really see it as a new format of media because you have many people who watch. I like the YouTube channel name too, though, but I'll use it for this context. Like, they'll watch a YouTube channel more than they watch mainstream media.
That's true.
And that's for a lot of people.
A lot of people.
And that we don't even know about because they have their own.
Included.
All right, you know what I'm saying? So it's just
I
like.
watch way more YouTube than I do mainstream
media.
So
that's the future in a sense. And it's just like, that's why I'm excited about the future, not only with doing interviews and other projects we're working on, but I just feel this is a new form of media. And if someone's serious about it and kind of, locking down their customer base, it can be done.
So
well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion voice. Yeah. One king of kings, one throne. Thrones are the house of the great King David. I and I the generation of them that seek him, that seek the high face, O Jah. So lift up your heads, O you Ethiopians, and be lifted up, O you ever live indoors, and let the king of Mount Zion Yadi. Well, we are king, we're that crown. Stepping on the ring now, she won't back down. Ready for we are can fi stand our ground. Attack the black man and them get smacked down. She a queen, we're that crown. Stepping at the ring now, she won't back down. Ready for we are can fi stand our ground. Attack the black woman and them get smacked down. For combat, have to stand for the black. Stand against the beast when the beast come attack. When the beast send crack, try to tear us down. When the lion roar, everybody hear the sound in Babylon town. Wicked man going drown. Earthquake shake, all them bars will break. Well, here's a hot take. There's a brimstone lake. Somebody gotta pay for the choice they make. Yo, be careful what you say, cause some news is fake. And every crew got a stitch to watch the moves you make. Well, it's not Drake, but the song's still great. Give your truth and rights, ladies, move the way. Say, yo, we are king, we're that crown. Stepping on the ring now, she won't back down. Ready for we are can fi stand our ground. Attack the black man and them get smacked down. Yo, she a queen, we're that crown. Stepping on the ring now, she won't back down. Ready for we are can fi stand our ground. Attack the black woman and them get smacked down. Look how the bassline heavy. Move them head but them still not ready. Out in the street and them filled with doubt. So every day Babylon no stop turn them out. My people them pray as the sun come out. And Babylon a beast every day them guns them out. Them destroy the earth them
greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glory and honor in the name of his chosen queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwasi Bansu, aka the Dejazmatch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Panafrican Happy Man. I'm a creative industry attorney, I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an actionist, and right now I am the host of the Lion's Voice. Welcome to the Lion Voice Network and welcome to Lion Talk, our premier show on the network where the lions are telling their own story. We have a very special episode, a masterclass. Today we were able to sit down on I Never Knew TV. Many of our subscribers came. A good portion of our subscribers first found out about this channel when I did my interview on I Never Knew TV. Well, you may not have known that I also got my own interview, and this shows the power of the network, because them man ya don't do interviews regular. You don't really see them man there do interviews. So the fact that he gave us an interview here, we're very honored. And again, this is a master class for content creators. So take out your pen, your paper, take notes. The brethren is opening up. I Never Knew TV platform is massive right now. When we filmed this episode, I Never Knew TV was about 430,000 subscribers. Right now there are over 480,000 subscribers. So that just shows you have to start somewhere. But even when your platform is massive, that doesn't mean there's limitation and you stop. Big up I Never Knew TV. They just dropped an interview with Riza Islam and Shazarazad Ali. So go check out those interviews. They had the Burning Spear interview since then. So when you hear him talk about, he has some big interviews ready for drop. Some of those have dropped massive. The platform continues to build and get more massive. So big up I Never Knew TV on the link. Big up the entire family. He has a whole team over there. I am inspired by this brethren, even though he's younger than I'm inspired by him. So again, take out your pen and your paper and get ready. This is the value that we bring you here on the Lion Voice Network. Real information, real people, real conversation. So stay tuned. At the time I did the recording, we were at 900, I think, and 60 something subscribers. We're past that now. So this is a interview that we've had in the archive, and it's just also further evidence that may have some big interviews loaded up in the can and getting ready for fire out. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you go ahead and subscribe right now. How do you become part of the Lion Pride? If you subscribe, you're part of the Lion Pride. So big up all the Lion Pride. Big up all the Lion Pride on Patreon. We still only have 3 patrons, so we're looking to get that to 1,000 by next year. So join us on Patreon. The mission continues to build this platform. We took a family trip up to Philly to get this interview. And again, it was so powerful. One of my favorites to date. Big up Brother Linton for giving us the interview. And again, massive platform. You'll see me on there again. You'll see the brethren on this platform again. We're going to be doing some collaboration behind the scenes. We've been talking. The brethren also came and supported the legal business. Gave him a consultation, did some legal work for the brethren. So him spent some money with I. Not just talk, but he's circulating the black dollar, Pan-African dollar. And so this is an honor for us to bring this brethren to the collective. And remember, you can also book your consultations, both legal and creative, through the website. Check out the website. But again, this is just a joy to bring this. Big up the sponsors, CMOS Life, Ramia King Design, all of our sponsors. If you want to sponsor, hit us at our email, asklionvoice@gmail.com, and just sit back and full joy this mighty interview.
One King of Kings, one throne, thrones of the house of the great King David. I and I the generation of them that seek him, that seek the high face, O Jah. So lift up your heads, O you Ethiopians, and be lifted up, O you ever live indoors, and let the King of Mount Zion Yadi. Well, we are king, we're that crown. Stepping on the ring now, she won't back down. Ready for be a can fi stand our ground. Attack the black man and them get smacked down now. She a queen, we're that crown. Stepping at the ring now, she won't back down. Ready for be a can fi stand our ground. Attack the black woman and them get smacked down. For combat, have to stand for the black.
In regards to the consciousness, man, it's just, I think that we don't give reggae enough credit in regards to what it could do to a person. That's why I think I'm so hard on the artists, because they don't understand the influence they can have, you know? And I just think that like Sizzla, you know what I'm saying? Anthony B played a big role early. Anthony B, big role. So many things. Universal Struggle. Luciano.
I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, the music. So I just think the music and like, I don't know, man. I tried other things. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I try to live a different lifestyle, but it just brought me back to this.
So that consciousness was planted through the music, through the culture. So for those who don't understand the significance that music plays, two examples here, because I grew up similar. My father had a vinyl collection, the Burning Spear, all of that. And even though I was big into hip hop when I was younger, and then I went to dancehall, I ended up returning to that foundation. Sunday cleaning music, Saturday morning cleaning music. So in terms of leading up to the picking up a camera to start interview, take us through that journey. What was you put on the basketball?
All right, put on the basketball, right? And I will say this, man. When I was at school at the time, all right, before school, we had Rockets TV, right?
Yes.
But Rockets TV came on like 11 at midnight on Fridays on local access. So me and my brother used to watch that. When I got to school now, there was a thing called Music Media, based out of New Jersey, a guy in East Bridgewater. And like, man, I just should be so intrigued, bro. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it was like the coolest thing for me in regards to like the fact that, you know, they were talking to the artists. I remember one time I Wayne was at a little club in Jersey called Eclipse, and Earl Chin was. This when I Wayne, the mixtape was out. The album wasn't out yet. The mixtape was circulating. All right. And like, Friday, I just thought this was like the coolest thing. Then I was always reading the Glean of the top 10 music and just always in the music. And a bridging Jeff Sarge, musical mentor, he was trying to get something on local access. So I was like, man, let me just try a thing. In 2008, my bridging Donovan Thomas, he had access to a camera. We flew down in Jamaica, stayed in Spanish Town. Cousin Julie B drove us around and we interviewed, I said it earlier, U-Roy, Queen Africa, Tony Rebel.
Okay, so these were actually in Jamaica?
In Jamaica, yeah. The first one flew down there, and Eddie Fitzroy. I got Tony Rebel number at Rebel Salute. I was at Rebel Salute in Port Kaiser in St. Elizabeth, and he gave me his number. And that's how I got the link with Queen Africa early. I saw Eddie Fitzroy. I don't have backstage passes, so you know it's the gate. So I was just waiting and gave a little lyrics and got it. And U-Roy, how did I get U-Roy? I think U-Roy, he wasn't there. How did I get U-Roy? I forgot. I think Jeff Sarge gave me U-Roy number or something. But we did that, right? Then at that time it was on the tape, the little tapes in the camcorder. I didn't know what to do with it. Then it never worked out with the local access thing, and I just started working and hustling.
So that footage never aired?
No, I put up the Queen Africa. Like, if you see it there, she's very young. That's from 2008, I think.
Okay, nice.
Eddie Fitzroy, and I never put up the Tony Rebel one, but I did put up the Queen Africa and Eddie Fitzroy.
Big up Tony Rebel.
Big time.
He's done a lot of work for us with Jamaica music. And he did some work with us with Jaria. Representing for Jaria for our youth summit. So always maximum respect.
And I have to big him up too, because I will say this with Tony Rebel is that when nothing, I didn't even have no reference to show this man. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like, yo, I'm doing this. It's just an idea. The breakdown always gave me a script, yo. You know? And Tony Rebel, the one that linked me up with Muda Baruch, that gave me Muda Baruch the number.
Big up Muda Baruch.
Big respect to Muda Baruch. I'll tell you about that one later. But then we started again in 2016. First interview we did, Restart.
Was this I Never Knew TV at this point, or this was
I Never Knew TV.
Okay,
I Never Knew
TV.
2016. Yeah, I Never Knew TV, December.
Hold on, this is important, because when people see this interview and they go to I Never Knew TV and they see the 433,000 plus.
Nah, man.
You understand? Subscribers. They're gonna think that this is overnight.
No, not at all.
They're not gonna know the blood, sweat, and tears when you had 10 subscribers.
No, a lot of grind.
And then you lose one and you have 9 and you say, blow. You know what I mean? They don't see that part there. So I want you to speak about the early part of the trial. I know you're deep in now, but bring yourself forward.
The early trial is, I can tell you right now, the first interview we did on the revamp was, they had a show in Queens that got canceled with Marcia Griffiths, Kim Booth, Earl Dunkley, Admiral Tibet, Little John. I had the link. I interviewed Kim Booth, Errol Dunkley, and Little Giant. I interviewed Kembu 4 in the morning. I was shocked he was still up now. Yeah, right. Then I had Raging Fire. The Bergeron Morgan Heritage was managing him at the time. I forgot his name. But I did Raging Fire in Brooklyn. And from Raging Fire in Brooklyn, Father Lutz, my Bergeron in Jamaica, gave me the number for Big Youth. Okay. And we did the Big Youth downtown. Okay. During that trip for Big Youth now, we did. That's the first time I met Profi. Okay, yeah, right? Man. Respect to Profi. Yes, all right. First time I did Profi there in Great Pine and Ochi. Yeah. What else we did that time? We did Big Youth, Profi. I forgot, but those was the first ones. But nonetheless, after I did all that, as you said, like no one watches this, bro. You know how it goes, right? Like, you know, you excited and you did this, you put your time in, but nobody watched it. You know, it's funny enough because I didn't tell nobody I was doing it, but my brother, he said he was watching the Big U interview and he heard his voice and he heard me struggling with the man. You know how Big U's thing, right? Yeah. He said, yo, you was doing one interview? I said, yeah. Because I didn't want to tell nobody, you know, like, hey, it look away, like it ain't really build up. So,
what were the first numbers like? Because this is important for content creators.
There ain't no numbers there. What first numbers? Nobody know you. You're not even in the algorithm. Only people that watch you is people you actually send it to. Yeah, it don't pop up nowhere.
Exactly. So I want that. This is so important, Brethren, because we look at the end process. We don't look at what it takes, the consistency. Knowing that you know, because I haven't reached 1,000. I haven't monetized my channel. I'm at probably, as we're taping this, I'm at 969, I think.
Not sure.
Subscribers. So by next week, 2 weeks, I will monetize. But I want people to understand that this is a process.
A big process.
You know, and I'm only there because now I'm posting every day clips and everything, so the algorithm start pick up.
And I want to say one thing too in regards to what I realized is that I knew it before. You remember earlier we were talking about transition skill sets to other things? Yeah. Even though I did it in other things, like I just had an impatience with this one for whatever reason. But a thing I did learn was that I wanted more traffic, but why? Because I have nothing to follow up with. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, even if I got more people looking at it, I don't have anything to follow up with. So it's like, you get what I'm saying? So like, I think people need to keep that in mind in regards to even like production and skill set, editing, your audio, the actual visuals, having access to people. Yeah. I think you have to like really pay attention to all these things because it does play a role. It don't make no sense to have 1 million people watch your video, then you don't have nothing else to provide of that quality. Behind it. Yes. You know, so.
And I'm glad that you're talking. We're going to get into the business aspect as well because I think it's so important for creatives. Creatives are my passion. Creatives. I'm a creative industry. And I think we don't have these discussions enough, particularly in Rastafari where business is kind of shunned. The business. And I have to say that when we laugh because you understand, you know what I mean? It's almost demonized. You come as a businessman, people want to call you a capitalist, all of these things because you're focused on business. When His Majesty was a businessman. And so I'm very passionate about the business side. And you starting in 2016, you have these artists that have a name, that have a following, and you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to post because this person has a following and the thing shot. And then you post it and it just right there, sit down right there. Sit down. And for I have links to all of the names, but you know, I'm also, you know, before I reach out to some of the, I want to build my platform because I know how fickle the business can be, so I want to build before I even tap into my network. So how was it for the eye making that value proposition, coming to some of these artists and saying, you know, may have 20 subscribers, but we want, or was that even
no, it wasn't. I can't even lie to you, it wasn't, especially with the lecture artists, because remember too, I'm like a reggae historian. Yes. All right, this is the thing. Let me backtrack. Yeah. Because I knew so much about reggae, they were impressed with the conversation. See, now Jamaican people stay when they meet you, they kind of stand off and all this and that. But when we started talking, man, it was refreshing for them to delve into the history out of the generic questions.
Yeah.
So that's like my brand in the sense of
That's
like right.
Yeah.
So but nah, initially because it was links, man. Like as I said, Big Ute was through a friend. Leroy was through Jeff Sarge. Everybody else I just approached, and they were like pretty cool because contrary to popular demand, you have a lot of artists. I will say this about Tony Rebel too and Sizzla. I have to mention this. One of the biggest problems I experienced in reggae is that a lot of the artists were more open to working with or doing an interview with a white-owned company compared to a black-owned company.
Yes.
And there were artists there like Sizzla Fael. Sizzla always supported the thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And Tony Rebel, Bushman, respect the Bushman too, and Miss Vanessa. Yes, Bushman a real one in regards to like, I'm talking about where it was like, it was basically no benefit to them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But they did the interview, Bushman, King Yellow Man.
Okay.
That's the next one there, King Yellow Man,
yes.
And that's about 2-hour interview there talking, vibing up on the hill.
Okay. What interview bust the channel that you, or what piece of content, even if it wasn't an interview, that was the first to kind of break through, and you said, okay, I got something here?
I think it was Profile.
Okay.
Yeah, the Profile one.
Okay.
The Profile one because I didn't mention this too. So I got a book one time called what's the book by Howard Campbell or Horace Campbell?
Rasta Resistance.
All right, I got the Rasta Resistance. Book kind of freaked me out, to tell you the truth, because I wasn't aware of these. I wasn't aware of this, and I really got intrigued. So that's where the whole interest in the Rastafari thing came from. Really came from that book.
Okay.
And when I spoke to Prophet was telling me all this history. I was like, this sounds bugged out. Then I read like Master Key and a bunch of other books, man, right? And I said, man, all right. People weren't really documenting Rastafari history. And if they were, it was more of a European writer, and it had a bias to it.
Yeah.
And that's why, that's one of the reasons I'm not on camera, because I want to be the focus of the person talking, telling their story.
Yes.
And with the Rastafari thing, I thought it was very important that they like told their own story.
Yeah.
And it's I tried my best. First of all, it's hard to get access to people.
Yeah.
I tried my best to kind of give different perspectives in regards to some people Bible people, some people were in the Bible, some people smoke herb. I hope I did a decent job of showing that the duality and stuff. But that was the reason for it. Then the Buddha Baruka vibe now, since we're talking with Rastafari. Buddha Baruka, the reason I stopped drinking and eating meat.
Okay.
Yeah. So people don't understand how big this is for Buddha Baruka to be on my thing, bro. This is like, what they call it, fanboying or something? Like, you know, so, no, for real, people don't understand.
I understand, because I've been on his program a couple of times, and it's like, you have to say,
kind of like, I can't lie to you, man. It's a wild, like, every time they send me the footage, it's like, this is the wildest thing to me. But it was on a Thanksgiving, right? And there's a guy, Carter Van Pelt, he has a show. And he works for VP now.
I know Carter.
All right, you know Carter, right? So he did an interview for him for one of those magazines. And it wasn't even about food, bro, but he broke down why, like, he didn't drink, and that time he used to drink heavy. Why he didn't drink and why he didn't eat meat. Yo, it's like a conviction in my spirit. It's like I got delivered right then and there. I said, yo, and I told my wife, like, I'm about to stop eating meat. She's like, all right. But yeah, man, it's like Buddha Baruka is the reason. Buddha Baruka is the reason I don't eat meat and I stopped drinking. And Prophet the reason I stopped smoking weed.
Really?
I stopped smoking weed 2016.
Okay.
And I was with Prophet at Jack Ruby thing like 7 in the morning. And the dude that drove us there was smoking. And now Prophet again. He said, boom, boom. But he said, the dude said, he's like, yo, why you gotta be smoking up the place? And the dude said he need a vibe. And he said he can't get no vibe without smoking. And when he said that, yo, it's just like, cause that was my whole thing. You know, I need to relax. I need to get a vibe. I'm gonna smoke everything. I'm gonna smoke. And I said, yo, I can't live without smoking. Like, I can't just like relax. So that's why I stopped smoking.
So you're a former herbalist.
Herbalist fire, heavy. People never know, yeah. Chalice, everything. You know,
I
steam
come from
chalice.
school. Steam chalice school.
And you know, when you lick the chalice fire, that's it for the day. Yeah.
Not fine. I understand with the
Yeah, because
I understand. I come from the school. We want steam chalice, go exercise, go work.
Yeah, no, not I. When I hit the chalice, done for the day. Yeah, because.
But I understand what the guy is saying because I've seen the chalice take out many. I've seen people drop on them off a chalice. So that's the reality. But it's interesting that Profi gave you that first, and that's an elder that is a very mystical elder.
Mystical fire.
Powerful, ancient. I've chanted Bingi on his grounds, and one of the live food specialists. Where I live to a height, So I have to big up Profi. What are some of the other significant interviews that you can say really? Because there's milestones. When I started my channel, for example, when I used to get 100 views in a week, I'd glad. Till now if I don't get 100 in a day, then I'm looking, so I know there's levels that you build your channel. What was the after that first initial bust? And I still haven't had my viral video moment that takes the channel to the other side. And what I tell creators is that yes, you're one video away, but don't chase that viral moment. No. Put out the content because when you do get that moment and you have the back catalog, then people will go back. And nothing you did was in vain. You have the nets to capture the audience. As you say, you can follow up. So what was the next video after the Profi? Because Profi, you might say, boy, they want the Rastafari content. And that video, I think, is over 4 million right now. One of them Profi videos you have there. What was the next video, you think? And I know I'm making you go back in time, but I just want people to see that the process of how these things happen.
A video that got I know Aries, the raw food man.
Yes.
That was random because he was giving Tony Rebel a Lifetime Achievement Award. We was trying to get on stage at Rebel Salute. And he said we could do it, but the night he said we can't do it. So it's kind of a vibe. And then he was really banking on that. And 4 or 5 in the morning, I saw the brethren, and I'm looking. I said, BC is the man, And at that time, I had my camera on me and my mic. So I asked him, like, could we do an interview? He said, nah. He's like, yo, nice to meet you, but like, I'm about to leave, bro. It's 5 in the morning. I was like, bro, we gotta do an interview because I'm not gonna see you again. You live in like Panama or something, and that's why you see us by the gate with flashing lights and they playing in the back. And I tell you what I do is kind of weird. You know how like rappers write songs? I write questions.
Okay.
So I got questions for people that I probably never will interview. Or like if I just see somebody interesting, I just start writing questions.
Okay, nice.
Like Bounty Killer questions I wrote from 2016. I had to find them. I just
so
write questions.
When did you actually have the Bounty Killer interview after writing the questions in 2016?
2023. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the interview thing rough, because like it's just like with time, well, let me finish with this one here. But I think his video, in the sense that I always just watch his videos on raw food, and I wrote down some questions, and thankfully I remembered the questions. So when I saw him, I just did it, and it worked out.
And then, how did that video do?
But that was the next one, I think, that kind of got a lot of traffic.
And I love that because it's not something you necessarily expect when you stop him at the gate.
No,
this is
man.
Going to be the next one.
This
You're
is
just working.
This is working, bro.
You're doing what you have to do, and that's so important for content creators to understand. You don't know. I've had videos where I edit and I said, the way I put this edit, this has got to be the one, because the time when you put in this video, you know what I mean? And you put it out there and it's 50 views you get, and then you have one you just chucka and you put it up and it's gone 1,000 plus.
I think it's just like it's just like music in the sense that certain conversations resonate with people. Obviously, people have to share it a lot, and has to get an algorithm. But I just think certain conversations, like you can't with the content that we have in regards to the type of conversation, it's not like sports. It's not mixed up. Yeah, I can say if I'm talking about like Kanye West or something, people gonna watch it. But what we're watching is such a niche, and like I do notice a lot of conversations are uncomfortable. Yeah. So due to the title, like it's kind of triggering for people, so they won't click on it.
Okay. Let's talk about that because I'm in a course right now, a YouTube course, and you know the thumbnail is so crucial for
very
YouTube,
important. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I didn't really realize I'm long-winded, so my thumbnails must be long. I didn't really understand the science until I really studied it. And this is why it's so important that even if you have a skill set, I can talk to anybody. You know, but you still there's a format. You know what I mean? Your title. Yeah, also because YouTube is a search engine. Yeah. How did you navigate? How did you learn that? Was it trial and error? Did you actually study?
I did study. A student like everything else, right? So my initial titles was. I'll give you a great example. The interview with Chronic says Chronic's Eternal Fire. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't say anything. It says Chronic's Eternal Fire. Eternal Fire is one of my favorite Chronic songs. Yeah. He doesn't even talk about Eternal Fire in the interview. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I just put it up there, and you know, or big you, something. It's just that vibe, but it's not descriptive. Yeah, it doesn't have any keywords. Yeah. So there are simple things you could do, like if you don't want to buy a program. I personally look in Google, right? So like, say I have an option of 2 words, I'll just search each word. One word has 1 billion searches, and another one has 1 million. So I just work with the word that's 1 billion searches because it's a higher probability somebody's looking for that word.
Say that again for the people who don't understand, because what he's doing is search engine optimization. People are searching every day, all day for keywords. Yeah. So if you have one of those keywords in your title,
there's a higher probability.
Somebody's gonna click on your or your video will pop up in the search. And a lot of people don't realize YouTube is a search engine. That's why on my platform I keep on saying it's the 2nd largest search engine.
I think people fail to understand.
You know that?
It's a search engine.
It's a search engine. That's the YouTube University. People talk about that. So you're just putting the content up there. If you're not learning the system of how the algorithm works, then you're doing yourself a disservice.
So like, I'll tell you now, but the key with the thing is with your title, when you're, you have to know your demographic, right, in the wording, because I went through a period where, because you're a well-read person, you tend to be a little too proper with the title. In our demographic, yes, we may have people in there, but you have a large portion of demographic that may be on a 4th grade reading level, or they'll struggle reading the title. So you have to find certain words and swap them out for an easier word. And also, it's tricky. Like I spend more time on the title than I actually editing the video. Not truthful.
No, and you see, these are things I learned. And as an entertainment attorney, I talk to my clients about that. But when you do it yourself, it's different. This is why I talk about the gap between theory and practice. It's easy to tell a man this
but to do it,
but to do it is a whole different ball game. All right, so you're talking about the titles and the practice behind posting successfully. Just continue.
Yeah, no, you just have to know your demographic. I think knowing their reading level is very good. Knowing what words interest them. So say we did an interview, right? And the interview was on family life. Our demographic really don't want to hear about family life too tough, right? So I have to find something else in that interview that you spoke about to put in the title. I just can't leave family life because they won't click on it.
They won't click on it.
So you got to understand, like, it's really understanding your people in regards to like what turns them off, what they're triggered to. Like the word education is traumatic to our people. It sounds away, but it is. Like you'll see the analytics shows you that
we gravitate to entertainment.
Anything with education on it or education vibe, they're not gonna. It could be the best interview ever. They're not gonna watch it. So you have to find some other topic, even though it may not be the main topic. It may be a subtopic, but I would use that in the title more than other stuff. Because regardless how good the interview is, if the title doesn't grab them, they're not gonna watch it.
And that's the reality in terms of this YouTube platform, my creative ecosystem. Because right now what I'm doing is creating a way of life. I call it a creative ecosystem in terms of how creatives can structure so that they can think of them how everything they're doing in the sense of an ecosystem.
Yeah.
So it's not just you're doing this thing or you're doing that thing, but everything can feed each other. But you got to put a format around it.
Yeah.
And one of the things about the creative ecosystem is really knowing your consumer avatar.
Yeah.
You know, so having that process. Who are you? Who is this content for?
Yeah.
And a lot of us, you know, we want buzz. We want to please everybody.
Yeah, that's
so
not
it doesn't work. So I'm glad you touch on knowing who your audience is, and I say that this is the greatest time ever for creatives because we've never had access to analytics and information.
Greatest time ever, yo, because one, I think that you don't have to have the filter. You don't have to work somewhere where you're so limited in regards to what you want.
Yeah.
You can interview anybody you want to interview.
Yeah.
And you can touch any topic you want.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And also, like, you have the direct to consumer. Even though YouTube is a medium, and people like have this idea, right? They say, oh, YouTube's not your own thing, but the amount of money you have to pay on servers and everything else to have your own platform that can take in that amount of traffic for people to watch it. They don't understand that part. So like, yes, YouTube takes a percentage, but you don't have to do any of that stuff. You get what I'm saying? You're not worried about any type of technological breakdowns or upgrades or any of that. You know, so it's like, but yeah, it's definitely a great time. I see it as the new media. I don't think people are visualize it as they should. I really see it as a new format of media because you have many people who watch. I like the YouTube channel name too, though, but I'll use it for this context. Like, they'll watch a YouTube channel more than they watch mainstream media.
That's true.
And that's for a lot of people.
A lot of people.
And that we don't even know about because they
myself
have their own.
Included.
All right, you know what I'm saying? So it's just
I
like
watch way more YouTube than I do mainstream.
So
media.
that's the future in a sense. And it's just like that's why I'm excited about the future. Not only with doing interviews and other projects we're working on, but I just feel this is a new form of media. And if someone's serious about it and kind of locking down their customer base, it can be done.
So you talked about being a time when you almost quit.
Yeah, the quit.
So tell us about that journey. We don't talk about that enough as well.
All right, so I forgot the year. So so.
And what was your subscribers at this time when you almost quit?
It was 6 figures still.
Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely 6 figures, but or maybe it wasn't. I'm not sure, but I dislocated my shoulder and my best friend died, right?
Okay.
And
were you earning money from? You were earning money from YouTube.
Not at that time. I didn't even monetize.
Oh, you didn't monetize.
I didn't monetize.
Okay. Okay.
Because I was just doing my other things, right? But I used to go through periods because this was prior to COVID, I believe. Yeah, definitely prior to COVID, where I was teaching and I just wasn't getting interviews that consistently. Like, I wasn't even trying personally, you know?
Yeah. We didn't even go through your teaching journey, but we're gonna circle forward.
And co-host of Ballhead in the Dread called me and roughed me up. Far right.
Big up
Artarchi, right? And everybody Artarchi don't get the credit he deserves in regards to like Artarchi's a big supporter and motivator because he called me and roughed me up and said, "Far, you don't know what's going on, you know?" Say, "Yo, I don't see nothing posting on your thing." You know, boo boo. And I said, "No, you know, I'm not really dealing with that." He said, "What do you mean, boo boo?" We say, "Yo, you gotta get something up there ASAP, yo." And I was meds and I said, "You know, you're right." Then I tried to get some interviews again because at that time it was hard for me to navigate between teaching, family, and other stuff because weekends were really just family. And the break-in I had helping me in Jamaica, he was having an issue with his camera.
Okay.
So, well, no, we started again, but Artarchi's the reason we started. I can't lie to you.
No, big up Artarchi.
Yeah, I was just gonna say in a sense that, and I was kind of discouraged in a sense because it's like, as you experience, man, you do all this work, and because it's not a hype thing and it's not an entertainment thing, it's like, man, I'm putting out some things to benefit mankind, bro, and it come like they're not paying it no mind. You know, so I kind of, it gets discouraging because it's a lot of work, bro.
It's a lot of work, and people don't see that part. That I spend most of my time editing. Right?
Yeah.
Because before you have the team, you have to pick up enough of the thing yourself. So I give thanks. So bring us back to teaching. What were you teaching?
All right.
And
so I taught him.
Yeah.
So the teaching worked like this. Yeah. I was doing business in the city, right? And I left. The main reason I left because the person that I was, just to thrive in that environment, wasn't conducive for family life.
That was a corporate.
Yeah, that little vibe, and everybody here had like family was in shambles, bro. And I saw the writing on the wall. So my wife got pregnant, and when I left, I was doing real good. Everybody thought I was crazy.
Where did you meet your wife?
I met her at school.
Okay, Loyola.
I met her at school. Met her at Loyola.
Black woman?
Yeah.
Put him on the spot, people. Black family.
All right. And so during that time, I always been doing my own thing. You get what I'm saying? So we was doing our own thing. Then I started another business venture. I don't want to mention, but I was like, man, I want to get into teaching. So she was like, yo, why don't you start subbing? So I went to sub, and the first day I subbed, it never worked out, bro. The school they sent me to, there's a lot going on in there. So I went to this next school, and I did the subbing, and the guy asked me, can I come every day? But I couldn't come every day because I used to run to New York to deal with some other stuff. And then I started going, then they offered me a job. Because you know how teaching go, teachers leave all the time, bro. So they offered me a job, but this is a joke. When I took the job, in my mind, not thinking, I wasn't aware the workload was going to increase so much because I'm thinking about the subbing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about preparing lessons and all that stuff. So I started, and when I started there, I dislocated my shoulder. My best friend died. Oh, wow. So the first 3 months was kind of shaky, you know? But new job. You know, a little vibe and family balance and having a boss, bro. That was the weirdest thing, having a superior. It's very weird, man. Like very weird.
How many children do you have?
One. Very, very that was the issue I had to really overcome in regards to in respect to the people I work with. But it was a real issue in regards to having a superior. Going there all the time, every day too. You know? It sounded away still. I'm a hard worker, but you know how it goes. Some days somebody else. That's the vibe. But I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed teaching. So I taught U.S. history from a Pan-African perspective. And I will say, man, the place I was at, they really let you teach, right? Then I was doing I started a financial literacy program after school. Then I transferred into a class. So my last 2 years there, I was teaching financial literacy.
So again, you went through, and then was it because the channel picked up so much that you left there, or what was it that caused you to leave teaching?
The teaching thing is not just the channel. Other things picked up, but with the teaching is just that teaching system kind of way still, and I had it easy. You get what I'm saying? I didn't have the disrespect from the kids, and admin left me alone. But it's just a toxic environment in regards to the mind frame of the people. No one there is it's on the way when I say this, man, but I'm a progressive person, and the environment's not like that. It's just a lot of complaining and just being there, and it's just I used to navigate and stay to myself, but it's just every day I have to be dodging this energy. So it's a more energy vibe in the sense that it's not an upful environment.
So when you were making the decision, was the channel, you were doing the channel same time you were teaching? So was it that you started to monetize, and then that gave you the freedom to be able to leave, or did you leave first before you were sustainable on the other side?
No, I was all right, so I'm a true Jamaican, right? So I do a lot of stuff, right? So I was already straight financially without the teaching. So the channel never really it wasn't a dependence on the channel for livelihood.
Which is important, multiple streams of income. You know, I said creative ecosystem, but that can look different for everyone. But multiple streams is definitely the way to go. So in terms of you started back, talk to me about Authority and how the Ballad and the Jet podcast came about, because that's my first introduction. I represented Authority and something, and then he said, I want to interview you, Rasta. I said, yeah man, and then I was exposed to Ballad and the Dread, and when we looked on the platform, I said, Rastafari, it's a big platform, Authority, I sit down by now. So,
so Ballad and the Dread there's a Virgin Chef Mikey that owns Ito Teaching and Book, right? Chef Mikey is he's the hub for a lot of people, because he created a space for people to really go and chill and vibe. It's a safe space. So if you're an artist, you can go back there, burn it. This is before the legal thing. And don't nobody bother. It's not no hype thing. You can go back there and relax, right? So there was a New York artist called Fire the Future, and his manager Skull said, yo, if I could interview his brethren or Tarchi. This was like 2016. I didn't even know the brethren, right? But I was like, man, whatever, right? Whatever. So I met him, and like, I'm not really a person too like with too many friends, and I have like a very small crew that's been there, and it's the same thing. And me and him just connected, man. We connected. We always stayed in touch. You know, I've seen our Tarchi grow tremendously as a person and an artist. Sharp, and we always like the vibe. And I will say we're very truthful with people. We're very truthful with each other. Like, we don't agree on a lot of things. I could tell him stuff he don't want to hear. He could tell me stuff I don't want to hear. Like I told you, I had to rough me up with the YouTube channel. So we have like a real relationship, you know. And we were having a conversation on the phone. I don't know if he said it or I said, like, yo, we should record this one day, right? And just put it out there. Then we were recording the voice initially because I was camera shy. So like before we even got the name, we were just recording conversations, putting up on the channel. Then people said, yo, yeah, should like do some formal thing like a podcast or something. And we did the bald head and the dread.
And how has that been, that journey still?
No, it's a vibe. It's we record every Sunday or Monday. We record every Sunday. Our Turkey's very good at making sure we have an episode up every week. You know, and initially we did a lot of interviews with people, but the reason we eased down on it because he's very busy as a family. I'm very busy, and like it doesn't mesh along with the other stuff we're doing. It doesn't mesh. It's not working. So that's why we do the that's why we just been doing the topics that we do. It's a vibe. People enjoy it. I'm shocked so many people enjoy it. A lot of people watch it. And with the podcasting, you have two different audiences. You have the audience that watch the YouTube channel, and you have the audience that's on the audio. And that's the audience that's on the audio.
And that's kind of where I'm navigating. I'm going to launch an audio version of my Lion voice. Because I realize it is two different audiences. And the audio podcast part is not just me that. You know what I mean? A lot of people leave that part on the table. And it should be an important part of your ecosystem. So, in terms of advice for young content creators who want to get into this field, who are looking at DI as the OG now, even though you're young.
That makes me laugh. You're saying OG, right?
No, you're younger than I, but I'm in reference to podcasting.
No.
You are an OG because 2016 is still early into this YouTube streets. Because even myself, it's really over the pandemic that I always consume YouTube, but even just the consciousness of what the platform really provides. We talked about earlier, I think I really came into that. He was a brethren, the lead attorney that I was watching on YouTube, and he actually had an episode of his live stream where he went into his analytics. And he opened his back office and he said, "This is what I make a month." YouTube. You know what I mean? And that's what even made me say, you know, for Rastafari, and he was encouraging people over 40 to start their YouTube channel to share the wisdom. And I said, you know, I'm over 40 and I don't really see that in our space as Rastafari. Nobody's really filling that void. So that's what made Iman step out there as a brethren who previously, you know, not camera shy because I'll run out by any stage and mash up a dance. That is, you know, but to really put your things out there and expose yourself. That would be. I come from that school, no cameras in the world. 20 years of working in the Rastafari community that now I wish I had a camera to record some of these things for posterity that we did, you know, events upon events, you know, reasonings with scholars. And because I used to do events at Howard University, we used to do some massive events at Howard. We don't have none of that footage now because I wasn't in that. We were just doing the work, you know. So, what advice would you have for content creators, young people who see I Never Knew TV and what you have created, which is essentially a network channel, you know what I mean? Because some network programs, when you look at the Nielsen ratings, you're probably beating some of them with your analytics. You know? So what would you tell a young person in terms of what they need to think about and what they need to be successful?
I think the first thing definitely you want to try to. I would start with a topic that you're very knowledgeable in.
Yes.
I think people don't get enough credit, man. Like a lot of these, I don't know what do you call them, analysts or something.
Yeah.
People are pretty bright, bro.
Yeah.
Knowledgeable. Like you have to be very knowledgeable to do a proper interview.
Yes.
With different people from different
walks of life.
Walks of life and different industries and different historical contexts. So you definitely have to be very knowledgeable in your craft. Main thing, start, right? And that consistency, bro. You know, it's a universal concept. Like, it's a consistent person in all aspects of my life.
Yeah. Consistency,
you know. So it's just like, yeah, no, and that's the next thing too, man. I think some people are too worried about perfection, worried about what other people think, and worried about, like, you know, if I've done so many things that would be considered a flop that I put a lot of time in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of time in it, but it's like, I will say that with everything I've done, I learned so much. So we did the short film on history of the Mesh Marina. Yeah, to some people they say like it's a lot of attraction, but in reality it's really not. You know, and we expected to do more, but we learned so much because it was a different type of thing we did, and we learned so much through that process. So it's just like everything's just a learning process. Don't do anything with the expectation of like a lot of people watching it is going viral. I ain't use that word, bro. It's just like, yo, just do what you're doing and just try to be the best that you can and just be consistent. That's whether you get we post a minimum of 3 things, 2 to 3 things a day, right?
A day.
But remember,
so you see that people, I'm at 1 a day, and people are saying, Brethren, your PS, the man said 3 a day.
But now remember though, right? We do a lot of interviews, right? Yes. I interviewed you today. Yeah. I interviewed somebody yesterday in Jamaica. Yeah. I got an interview on Tuesday. I got an interview on Friday, and I think they're doing 2 interviews in Jamaica. Yeah. And somebody's supposed to do something in Florida. Yeah. Factor in Muda, you know, Muda there every Monday, and some other little things.
So Muda's a regular segment?
Muda's every month. Okay. Ryan go by there every month.
Okay, good.
Yeah, go by there every month.
Yeah, man. And see, so I just want people to hear the commitment, because I started doing once a week posting, and I realized that now I'm going nowhere. Yeah. Whatever I was trying to do, and then I went to couple, and then I started doing daily posting because the information I was getting, you have to feed the algorithm. You have to feed it. You know, there's no way around that.
You got to feed the algorithm, and you got to feed the people. It takes people along, because all the brands that we know have been around for 20, 30 years.
20, 30 years.
So it takes a long time for people to take you seriously.
Talk about the trust that you have to build with your audience. And
how the trust you build with your audience is that, all right, it goes with your brand in the sense that they already know we're not dealing with certain things for her. You get what I'm saying? It's just certain things we're not dealing with because they know, and artists know it too, because if you see an interview somebody does somewhere else compared to the interview, you see they're on a totally different vibe, because they know we don't deal with that, and it's just not the place, you know? So it's just the consistency that creates the brand, and like people respect that consistency. Like, as I said, I'm a man, I'm not out there like that, so I don't really run into people. People don't really know who I am anyway. So
you see the exclusive. This interview is exclusive. The Brethren don't interview for many people. This is why I'm telling you, the superpower is there. You can't see it.
No, I was saying that like people just know the brand, and they just know like it's just building your brand, man. It's just that consistency. Like, you don't have to say anything, you don't have to do anything. And like, even if you were to do something different, they gonna call you out. They say, well, what you dealing with? You know, or this don't. You know, but the fact that like, and I bypass a lot of money because I'm a talented person, so I can do sports, I can do a lot of stuff, I can do mix up, but like that's not part of the mission, and that's not the energy of sound I'm trying to put out in earth.
And I love that. Brand integrity is so crucial to what you're talking about. You stick to what the mission was.
Just stick to the mission, man. And the mission is this: to inform, educate, inspire. You know, we deal with food. We deal with consciousness, we deal with life. That's all we deal with.
I want you to talk about family. We're going to wind down, but I want you to talk about family, the importance of your wife, your queen that you met in college. How does that factor into the greatness that you are showing?
I think it's the key component. My wife's my number one fan, probably next to my mother. I don't know where they at, but no, she's definitely a number one fan. She's definitely supportive. She's definitely truthful. You know, she gives encouragement when I'm discouraged. As I said, everybody see you as like this great confident figure, but like your wife know you're real.
Exactly.
Like my mother told me that the only person that really know you is your wife, because you're a different person that you grew up around for your parents, you know. So yeah, no, she's very supportive. She's very truthful. She tell me if I'm doing foolish. She tell me if I'm doing good. Say sometimes you need to slow down or that vibe. So I'm definitely blessed with that in regards to having that type of person around me. And I think it's cool in regards to my daughter that like I was exposed to my pops. I saw my pops do a lot of things, right? Time was different in regards to this generation, in regards to the amount of time I spent with my daughter versus him. But like I think that as black people, a lot of times we suffer is that we don't think we could do it because we don't necessarily see it and we never touched it. You know, like I've touched someone that kind of like did stuff that the average person's not doing. So I have that in me. And I just think it's cool for my daughter to see me doing stuff and also see the growth. Also see like, man, like yo, homeboy was here, or I see this now, or
I love about my children watching the journey on the channel, because they're actually going to see from the ground up. Purposely doing it organically so that they can see the work. Because I can, you know, I have a little bit of advantages being in the music industry over 10 years, being in the Rastafari community over 20 years. You know, I can tomorrow do a press run and platforms, and I haven't done that purposely because I want to build organically, so that when I do that, you know what I mean, it can have more impact. So talk to me as we get to wind down here about where do you see the future of I Never Know TV? You know, what is
the cool thing about the YouTube thing is that like it's not no hustle thing. It's a mission. You get what I'm saying? Like this is just what I do, and like it's just an unlimited amount of things to go with. Like we definitely want to get into more like events, conferences. We have a feature film we've been working on for a while, and we'll see where that. Hopefully that finishes eventually.
So how would you feel about doing an installation at the Jamaica Music Conference and stuff like that?
I'll definitely be open to that, man. It's just like
them hear that.
No, it's just the vibe that like once you build a brand, man, it's just
because so much possibility.
There's unlimited possibilities, bro. And people don't understand that. They put themselves in their little box and like. And as long as what you're doing coincides with that brand, you know, I don't want to put our ideas out there, it's just like as long as those different ventures coincide with the brand and so that consistency. It's just like there's so many things now, and I just think now it's such a great time because you can make money without a lot of overhead. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like even the whole camera vibe and lights and all this, like you can have a mobile production, bro. I have numerous mobile productions. We can go anywhere and pop up in 20 minutes.
I'm watching your production, needs a little startup and you know, use phone and them things, but purposely do that because I want the business to be able to buy all the equipment. You know, I've gone through investing the money. Jamaica Music Conference is a good example. Tens of thousands in that, but you know, I said let me build this from the ground and let the people see, so that I can have that story to inspire.
And people like that vibe too, because
and I'm very transparent. I don't try to pretend like there's somewhere when I'm in the day, because I want my clients. Because my clients watch big people in the industry watch my channel. You know, I don't have a lot of people, but I have a lot of important movers and shakers that subscribe to my channel based on my relationship with them. So I want everybody to see that it's possible.
And you know, I wanted to say people like seeing the growth. So
they
like seeing, no, they like. I ain't talking about bad mind people too, but regular people, they really rate the fact that like it's almost like they're living through like it's an inspiration to see like, man, yo, the thing was here. You know how it look. You need to look at the old videos compared to now, like two different animals.
If you look at my early videos, my low energy. No, you know, that's why I'm trying to do a little bit more, because it gets boring watching that low energy man. Do you use Patreon or any subscription services?
No, I don't do the Patreon, and it's the next thing for YouTube, the member thing.
Yeah.
I never did it, and I'll tell you the reason I didn't do it. The reason I didn't do it because I don't want to put myself in a situation where I can't deliver what I promised. I'm a funny man in the sense that like even though, all right, so I just want to be, even though videos are posting, like we do those prior, right? But from Friday, I didn't do nothing. Last Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I didn't do nothing since Friday. You get what I'm saying? And you know, we'll post stuff, but like I'm a funny man in the sense that my body tells me to chill, I just work out, cook, and just go walk in the park.
I was gonna ask you, how do you're at a place of relative success now? How do you balance the work-life balance? Do you take vacations with the family? Do you work all of the time? I was gonna ask you, how does that look?
Yeah. So,
and how do you make that decision?
All right. So I'm gonna be truthful with you, right? So I guess I'm a workaholic, right? I love working, right? But my wife is very good in regards to like, she's the one that really put me up. Why you come from Jamaica, they just work, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's nothing foreign, but in regards to me, man, like me personally, I love to cook, I love to walk, and I love to work out. And I share with the young one and do that vibe. So I have been getting, but I got a lot of help now too, bro. We got a team. You get what I'm saying? And so like, so I just be truthful. I have a great team too. So like, it's not like I'm a one-man show. You know, so a lot of stuff that you don't really have to do too tough, you know. But in regards to, I will say this though, which is probably not the capitalist formula, and people think it's silly. There are opportunities I just shy away from, depending on the whole my energy vibe. So like, I just try to be healthy, bro. You know, so it's like, maybe certain things where people say, "Oh, you're foolish for not pursuing," but I calculate like the time and stress, and is it worth it? You get what I'm saying? And like, I'm a funny person in the sense that like I know how much I need, and I ain't really like, how do you say this so it don't sound weird? It's just like,
you're not pushing to go.
I'm not trying. You know, I'm not trying to conquer the world. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance in the sense that like, you know, I just think I'm fortunate enough that I can even do something I love and make money, bro.
And you're full time.
So that's like,
you're the goal that I try to get my clients to. So you would be the avatar of success for most content creators. So this is why I'm asking you these questions. Have you ever taken 2 weeks where you just take a family on vacation?
From last you could check. We did a event, Chant Down Baltimore, last year with Freddie McGregor. And
that was your event?
Yeah, that was our event. Okay. Freddie McGregor, Ivo Mar, Tarshi, Profi. Baltimore. It was a free event for the homies. So basically from after that show, which was like the 20-something, nothing wasn't posted till September. Go on YouTube and see. You're gonna see a block from June. And
so then just cool out.
Just cool off.
So you see, this is the life that we want, you know, for our content creators, and it's built through a life of hard work for you. But I just want people to see that you can design your life.
I want to be clear too. I just want to make it clear, so it's not no fantasy story. People were still recording interviews. Like I wasn't recording interviews.
Your business was still operating.
The team was still recording interviews. Like they still went to Mood, they still did this and that. In regards to posting anything, no.
So you keep a good backlog of content.
You have to because
I do the same.
So
by the way,
for instance, now we have, I'm not gonna take the names, but we have some very good interviews lined up. Until I am in front of that person with the record button on, and I upload the footage, like the interview doesn't exist. You know, so I can't say like, all right, we got 20 interviews lined up. Out of those 20, we may get 5.
It's true.
You know, so it's like you always have to have a backlog of interviews, and so you can keep the thing going. And the next thing I do too, which people may see, is what I use fillers. So like that's the next thing too. Like I'll go back to early this year or next year and put those up and give a rejuvenate, because you remember a lot of people that watch it now probably didn't watch it back then.
Subscribe back then, so you can repurpose content. Very crucial. You had a mega figure in the Pan-African community on your platform, Dr. Umar Johnson.
Irie Breaking,
I met him way back in the day. People wouldn't even remember, but what was that like, getting him on the platform, and what did that do for the channel?
First of all, I want to say the region of Irie Breaking, right?
Yeah.
So
that was my experience.
Yeah, the Irie. That's the first thing I want to say. Irie Breaking, very professional, right? That would be like, it's only 2 times I kind of got starstruck, bro. Right? Luciano, Luciano, like, I was just sitting there like, yo, I'm really interviewing Luciano. It's the wildest thing. You probably gonna laugh seeing this because you like, I was chilling, but I was like, man, this is crazy. But when Umar pulled it, because like, you don't know people gonna show up. But when he pulled up, right, and I said, BC, the man here, yo.
Who set up that link for you? Did he just reach out?
I reached out, man. I've been reaching out to Dr. Umar Johnson since 2018.
Okay.
And somehow the email got through, or something got through, yeah. So because Styles P, I've been reaching out to Styles P for the long. He always a person I read it.
But your platform is at a level now where you can reach out.
That's the next thing too now. You kind of passed, now it's just a scheduling situation. It's no longer like that kind of, because for certain people, obviously they want a certain amount of traffic and they want to line themselves with certain brands. So, but now, it is past that in a sense where it's just a scheduling situation.
Yeah, because when people look up, I never knew TV this is a platform.
It kind of
you can't really sneeze at your platform right now. I know you're humbling. I want to be. A lot of us are like that. I'm curing myself of that situation, because sometimes we're humble to our own detriment.
I think. I will say this, man. Yes, there's a humbleness there. I'm gonna get back to Umar. I just want to say this, because people get a far right, a tart sheet, all this all the time with me, right? You know what it is? Is that one? It's not like the first thing I achieved in life. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like, you get what I'm saying? So it's not no shocker for certain things. And also too, man, like where I see the potential, and like, man, I really see a lot of room for growth. So it's like, we give thanks, but it's not like,
it's not where you seek and go.
There you go. But I do need to, I know personally I probably could do better acknowledging what has been done. So I will admit that. But like, I really see, like, even before when it was, you have your breakdown and it's like, yo, the thing, and it's like, bro, it's not, I see it, and I really see, because there's just so many opportunities, and there's just such a void in this area that could be fulfilled. I just want to get back on Umar Johnson real quick, right? In regards to, I don't think people understand his brilliance, because when most people, especially like bigger name people, when they interview, they want you to send the questions, right? I ain't sending this man no questions yet. And the questions I'm asking this man is not no average rinky-dink questions, And boom, he's just there, and he's just super brilliant. But I don't think people understand how Irie is and how professional he is. And I think he gets misunderstood. Obviously, he gets misunderstood, but I don't think people because it's a gimmick to him too, in a sense, to a certain extent.
He's a performer.
He plays a certain crowd, and he knows it, right? But I don't think people know how brilliant he is.
I saw it from early. So I'm not surprised where he is. Because I saw him in the early days. At a Howard thing, it was like a little classroom setting, and and then I saw him grow through, every time he come back to the DMV, more people. So, but I always knew that this is a master orator.
I don't think
he's probably the best
for this time.
For this
straight
time.
Through history.
You can't take that away from him in terms of what he brings to the table as an orator. You know what I mean? I don't see any black leaders out there that are matching Dr. Umar to captivate a room.
He's I think that's my whole vibe with the people don't understand like how brilliant he is.
And he makes it look easy. It's not simple. You know what I mean? So in terms of just the fullness of Africa, let's talk about the continent, and then we're gonna seal up, because I can't bring one of the largest Pan-African platforms on YouTube here and we don't touch the continent. How do you see the continent factoring into I Never Knew TV crew?
Well, we have a crew there in Uganda. Well, actually, one of the guys that does a lot of editing, Makaka, Makaka. He's in Uganda. Respect to King Rafa too. We did about like 5 interviews out there in Uganda. They had a break in there called one king there in Buganda. He was on there. But in regards to Africa, tell you the truth is that the way I see it is that my vision is, you know, I got camera people in different places already.
Yeah.
I want to have camera people in. I definitely want someone in the UK also. Yeah. But as long as I have a camera person there, a reliable person, I can send the questions and we can get things going. Because share another secret. Everybody on this big name thing, and there's so many brilliant people out there that people don't know about. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean,
I'm on the same.
It's like, you get what I'm saying? So like, I mean, like, alright, we interviewed one dude the other day, Dr. Kwasi Kanadu. He teaches at Colgate. He's my own brother. My brother on there, Jay Fine. He teaches at Princeton.
The Kwasi brethren, that was the brethren that talked about.
Yeah, the Rasta. The Rastafari.
Big him up too, he's brilliant. We need to tighten up that podcast.
The Rastafari. But yeah, so it's just like it's unlimited because remember what I'm seeing too, the thing getting saturated. So like with people with big names, everybody they doing their rounds. That's
everybody does them.
So it's like you got to ease off them a little bit because what's a different story you gonna get?
Exactly. And even on my channel, some of my best videos are when I'm interviewing Rastafari sisters. I know them 20 years and they've never had an interview on a platform ever. But people are fascinated because you don't hear that voice often. So, and that's one of the things I'm being very intentional on my channel, not to big it. I haven't invited any of my artists on the platform yet because I don't want the expectation to be I'm going to tune in for this artist or that artist or for this name or that name. I want it to be, I want to trust that this brethren is going to give me interesting content. I want Joe Rogan, and I was watching Joe Rogan from way back in the day, you know, when he was just messing around before in bus, you know? And I saw the growth, and he was interviewing everybody from all walks of life, and that's what I kind of pattern is his curiosity, you know, becomes the main. So no matter who we interview, you know, you're going to get an in-depth interview from that person that you're probably not going to get from another person, and then he's knowledgeable on a lot of topics. And I see myself in that same kind of light in terms of I'm fascinated by so much topics and so much things. When I bring these people, I want to be able to delve, and I want my audience to trust I. And you've done the same thing because I never know what I'm going to see watching I Never Know TV, but it's some esoteric. It's something, you know, a deeper dive into things that are, you know, that we may talk about. And I think that's a testament to your passion and to what you bring to the table. Do you see yourself ever repatriating or moving your family to Africa or having a residence in Africa?
No, not at the moment. To tell you the truth. No.
You're very happy in America.
Can't say I'm happy, but because like from a business perspective, I think for what I want to do in the near future, I will have to do it here.
And that's, you know, the reality, and I'm glad that you're clear on that. So those of us who are planning to repatriate, we know we have strong brethren that are still here holding the fort, you know, because I always say everybody can go to Africa one time, but you know, as long as we have those bridges, we're good. But I want to just give thanks. You've been so gracious in terms of interviewing and sharing your process, and I just want to give you your flowers right here and say that you're inspiration to I, as a content creator, as someone who watches the platform, as someone who has been on the platform now. You know what I mean? I really am amazed. This is kind of, you know, my first up close with someone who is where I would like to be, hopefully in the near future, in terms of the platform that we're building here. And for content creators, it's important that you surround yourself with people who you aspire to follow. There's no reason to recreate the wheel. Reason with people who are doing it, get the information. We've had a nice conversation off camera, and he's dropped some gems on I, and I don't come to him say, I'm an entertainment attorney, I can't learn nothing from you. That would be silly, because the version has achieved great heights. So let the people know how they can connect with the platform. Any final words from the eye as a great man in the earth, please?
Final words is that I'm truly humbled by all the support we've been getting.
Yes.
As I said, thankful for all the people who do interviews and share themselves with us too, and trust us to share their experiences with us. We're very grateful for that. We have IneverKnewTV.com. Make sure you visit there.
Make sure.
Instagram shaky fire because I say it's shaky in the sense that we do try our best to post. Like, you know, we do try our best to post, but like it is what it is. But we have Instagram there, we have Facebook, we have Twitter. I Never Knew TV. We do play music. I Never Knew Radio every Sunday. WLOI.org. 9 to 11 Roots Rock Reggae Music. Baldhead in the Dread podcast. New episode every Tuesday with Art Tarchi and myself. That's pretty much it, man. We wish everybody the best out there. Don't be scared and just try to like really exploit your talents to the max because the time here is very short.
And I'm glad you talk about time. Because time has come for the Lions to tell our own story.
No, seriously.
And this is the Lion Voice.
Lion Voice. One King of Kings, one throne. Thrones of the house of the great King David. I and I the generation of them that seek him, that seek the high face, O Jah. So lift up your heads, O you Ethiopians, and be lifted up, O you ever live indoors, and let the King of Mount Zion yadi. Well, we are king, we're that crown. Stepping on the ring now, she won't back down. Ready for we are can fi stand our ground. Attack the black man and them get smacked down. No, she a queen, we're that crown. Stepping at the ring now, she won't back down. Ready for we are can fi stand our ground. Attack the black woman and them get smacked down. For combat, have to stand for the black. Stand against the beast when the beast come attack. When the beast send crack, try to tear us down. When the lion roar, everybody hear the sound in Babylon town. Wicked man grind drone, earthquake shake, all them bars will break. Well, here's a hot take. There's a brimstone lake. Somebody gotta pay for the choice they make. Yo, be careful what you say, cause some news is fake. And every crew got a stitch to watch the moves you make. Well, it's not Drake, but the song's still great. Give your truth and rights, ladies, move the way. Say, yo, we are king, we're that crown. Stepping on the ring now, she won't back down. Ready for we are can fi stand our ground. Attack the black man and them get smacked down. Yo, she a queen, we're that crown. Stepping on the ring now, she won't back down. Ready for we are can fi stand our ground. Attack the black woman and them get smacked down. Look how the bassline heavy. Move them head but them still not ready. Out in the street and them filled with doubt. So every day Babylon no stop turn them out.